What's up, people, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I've decided I'm gonna relive my predictions for the last game week and see how many I actually got right. And I'll also be playing a prediction game. I'm gonna compare the scores of what I predicted and what the actual scores were, and for each time that I predict the correct score line, which includes the correct team winning, I get 3 points. And if I've got the score line wrong and I've got the team correct, I get 1 point. So make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe, and put in the comment section what your predictions are for the following game week. So the current game week is already midway through the game week 23 of 38. I would like all of you to put in your predictions for 24 for game week 24, and we can play a game in the comments. I'll keep you guys posted of what my score is, and you'll be quite impressed. I think I'm quite impressed. I can do better, but I think I'm impressed with that. Cool, let's start off. Oh, by the way, before I start off, I do listen to my subscribers, and they've told me that the shirts that I hung on my chair for the aesthetic, they don't really like it. So I've listened to my subscribers and I've taken it off. I hope you guys like it. We keep it real, we keep improving. Cool, let's start off. Oh, by the way, United play in an hour's time almost, and I will be predicting what United versus Fulham scoreline is going to be, and how United could line up, what could be the potential starting 11 and all that jazz. I'm very scared, but we'll get on to that in the later half of the video. So cool. Newcastle won Bournemouth 4. I obviously didn't predict that. The game had already begun, and there was no point in predicting that. But Bournemouth are on fire. That's what I would say. They beat Newcastle away, and they beat Nottingham Forest 5-0 in the current game week. Yeah, there's no point talking about that. West Ham hosting Crystal Palace. So the actual scoreline was 0-2. I called it. I I said that it would be a very boring game, and then I said I predicted West Ham won, Crystal Palace won. So we got that wrong, obviously. Um, to be fair, it is a boring game. These two are the only teams that have just been mid-table teams from last season. Teams like Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest, and other mid-table teams, Brentford, Fulham, they're all gone and doing better job. But then West Ham and Crystal Palace seem to be stagnant. Right. Brentford versus Liverpool. I was really hoping that Liverpool are going to lose this game, and I had predicted the score to be Brentford 2, Liverpool 1, predicting Brentford to win. So that was obviously wrong. Liverpool actually won the game 2-0. Darwin Núñez with the double in the stoppage time. So I told you guys, I was being hopeful. Liverpool always seem to do well in the second half. So Brentford 0, Liverpool 2. The next game. So this is where I did well. I predicted the winning team correctly. I felt like Leicester always have a goal in them, so I predicted Leicester 1, Fulham 2, but the score was actually Leicester 0, Fulham 2. Uh, Leicester should have actually scored a goal, watching back at the highlights, and my prediction could have been right. But then, so Leicester 0, Fulham 2, and I predicted Leicester 1, Fulham 2. I get 1 point there. So that was my first correct prediction, predicting the correct winning team. Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2. I think this was my favorite game. I did very well here. See, Arsenal were, just to give you guys a context, Arsenal were hosting Aston Villa. They, I might appear like an Arsenal hater. I'm actually not. But Arsenal were leading 2-0, and then they just bottled it, and Aston Villa scored 2 goals, and it was a draw, and Arsenal dropped points. That was pretty cool because I had also predicted Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 2, and I was really hoping for Arsenal to drop points as well. Uh, there we go. I predicted that right. I got 3 points for that because, as I said, you correct score line, you actually get 3 points. So I'm currently doing well. I'm on 4 points. Those two games absolutely killed it. Nottingham Forest and Southampton. What a game! It ended 3-2. I should have known that Southampton have a goal in them with the way they played against United. but it's United. We are not that good, and Nottingham Forest defense is pretty good. But then the game actually ended 3-2 for Nottingham Forest. I predicted a Nottingham Forest win. It was 2-0. And yeah, there you go, another point. I'm on fire, guys. Yeah, I'm absolutely on fire. All right, so moving on to the next set of games. So we have 4 games left, and then the next game was Everton Tottenham. I was really hoping for an Everton win, and it's just funny seeing Tottenham lose. And just to give you guys some knowledge, they've lost again, Tottenham, this week to Leicester, out of all the teams. And Leicester City hadn't won a game, hadn't won the last 7 games. They've gone to play Tottenham, and guess what? They won. So yeah, Tottenham are in a relegation battle, and surely Big Ange is got to get sacked. He might be facing the sack. He's really good. He's a really good manager, but then, yeah, I think it's done. But they could keep him. They're still in all the cup competitions. Still, his line of he always wins in the second season is still on. So you never know what could happen. But there we go. I predicted it right. I predicted Everton win. I didn't get the scoreline right. I should have known Tottenham always have a goal in them. But hey, it's a learning curve. I will predict it right next time. So I'm doing well until now. The past 4 games that I've just mentioned, I've either got a point or I've got 3 points. So currently I am on 6, if my math is right, which I'm pretty good at. So it is right. So there we go. So what happened was Everton 3, Tottenham 2, and I predicted Everton 2 and Tottenham nil. So there we go. Still predicted an Everton win. Moving on. Yeah, we'll quickly just get over this. I predicted it was the game against Manchester United versus Brighton. I predicted Manchester United 3, Brighton 1. The game ended Manchester United 1, Brighton 3. So the scoreline is right, but Manchester United are shit. And I am very, very scared for tonight's game. Yeah, that it was such a terrible game. What are we doing? What are we doing? So yeah, it's a tough time being a Manchester United fan. There is hope, but then they always seem to go and kill it. So hey, that's how it is. The next game, yeah, I didn't do well in this. Ipswich Town nil, Manchester City 6. I predicted an Ipswich win. I really don't like my rivals by the looks of it. I seem to be an hater, but then I thought it's just going to be funny. And City went and bottled it against PSG in the Champions League. So I'm not really wrong about City not being in the best form. But yeah, they absolutely killed Ipswich Town there. Phil Foden seems to be back in form. Fair enough. Well done to him. Following that was Chelsea versus Wolves. I was very close in getting the 3 points again, but then yeah. Chelsea 3, Wolves 1 was the final scoreline, and I predicted Chelsea 2, Wolves 1. So I predicted the team right, and yeah, it sometimes happens, I guess. So I've got 1 point for that, and in this game currently for match week 22, I am on 6 points. So I've calculated that, and I'm on 6 points. I don't know how I got 6 points in earlier on in the video. Oh yeah, I think I included. I gave myself four points for Arsenal Aston Villa. It was actually 3. So 3 for Arsenal Aston Villa, 1 for Nottingham Forest Southampton, 1 for Everton Tottenham, and 1 for Chelsea versus Wolves. So that leaves me on 6 points. So yeah, please put in your predictions for game week 24, and we can compare on and we can start like a mini game and stuff on how we're doing. So I'll post my scores in the comments, and let's see how you guys do it as well. So now moving on to my Manchester United versus Fulham prediction and reaction. So right, Manchester United are going away to face Fulham at Craven Cottage Cheese. I thought that's just funny in my head. I really like cottage cheese, which is basically paneer. Absolutely love it. But yeah, anyways, we digress. So I think looking at how this season's gone, Tottenham and Manchester United are basically like chuckle brothers, chuckling in danger. That's what we are right now. Seeing Tottenham lose, I'm a bit scared, and I feel like United are going to lose as well. but then as a fan of a team, you are delusional. By the way, I will be reacting to some cricket content as well. I am a big RCB fan, which clearly shows that I am delusional. So and extremely loyal to my club as well. So we digress, but I'm gonna say Manchester United are gonna win 2-1. Garnacho is going to score the winner, and he's going to stay at United, and he's not going to be sold to Chelsea out of all the people. So I'm going to say Fulham 1, Manchester United 2, a big away win for Ruben Amorim and his army. So that's my prediction for how the United's game going to go. I'm really scared. It's going to start in 90 minutes, and yeah, if I'm right, you will have a video definitely. If I'm wrong, you will have a video as well. So I'm quickly going to go through what my starting 11 for United is going to be. I think I would give you. I'm going to tell you how I wish the team would be and how what Ruben Amorim might actually pick. Let's start off with that then. So I would like Binder to be in goal, but I don't think Binder is going to start. I think Onana is going to get one more opportunity, and if he screws it up again, that's it. I think it's done for Onana. Amram is pretty ruthless, so as a manager, which is pretty good. He's nice and he's also ruthless, which is the combination that I wanted in Ten Hag, which Ten Hag wasn't. He was just sometimes ruthless and sometimes very nice. So yeah, so I think I would like Binder to start in goal, but I think Onana is going to start. And if Onana has a stinker, then I think it's going to be Binder as our number one goalkeeper. Then in our defense, back three, I think it's going to be Delit, Maguire, and Martinez. I'm happy with that three as well. I would wish it would be that three, and I'm thinking it's going to start with that, because I don't think Delit's injury is that bad, but I think there will be a substitution between Delit and Euro. So Maguire looked a bit dodgy in the last game against Rangers, but I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. That's a good back three. Then we go to our next four, as we would say, or yeah, I think it would be four. Our wing backs and our defensive midfielders. So I think our wing backs are going to be Mazraoui and Dalot again. I can't believe we don't have a left wing back at United. I know we are in for Dorgu, but Dorgu from Lecce, I've never even heard of that team before, and we're going to pay 40 million euros or something for someone who none of us know. I hope he's going to be a good player, but then it's the pressure of the price tag on him. But then, anyways, United haven't had a left back since 2 years, and yeah, I don't know what we're doing. So I think it's going to be Mazraoui and Dalot. I hope they have a good game. They have to have a good game because yeah, Fulham's Anthony Robinson, who is in my FPL, and I don't know who plays on the other side. They're pretty quick. Fulham is a very good team, so they need to. Our defense has to be strong. Then our center midfielders, I will be going for Ugarte and Menu. We have backup in Collier, but then I would like Ugarte and Menu to start, and they start well. Our midfield can't get run over. We have to be strong in the midfield, and I want Ugarte and Menu to start, and I think that's going to be the team as well. Number 10s. Number 10 has to be Ahmad and Bruno. It's going to be Bruno and Ahmad and Bruno. I think Ahmad of the right and Bruno on the left, and then up front it has to be Xerxes. Holland is good. He needs to get better, but then I think Xerxes is technically very good. As a striker in Manchester United, it's just a graveyard shift, but then Xerxes does every bit just before the final third really well. So I think this is going to be the starting 11, and Xerxes is going to start, and I'm predicting Fulham 1, Manchester United 2. So I really hope United win, and if United win, please like, share, and subscribe. And if United lose, do the same, because the content will keep coming to you guys. Cool. So that's the end of the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.